Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone, to the Terrace Lodge Redevelopment Fundraising Committee of January 15th. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And welcome, everyone. We do have quorum, and perhaps one of our committee members, Amaryllis, might be joining us perhaps a little bit later in the meeting. So we'll keep an eye out for her. We'll move for the agenda. We'll move with the approval of the agenda. And as we look at the agenda, I'd like to mention that as far as the updates and discussions related to the gala, what I'm going to recommend is that we'll give a general update, just confirming that it's happening and the date and the broad strokes. And then the meeting should be a little bit shorter today. And I'd like to then, after we adjourn, just get into discussing some of the very specifics, logistics, which I don't think need to be discussed in our more formal portion of the meeting. So if that's okay with everybody, so that would be not technically an adjustment to the agenda, but a clarification as to how we're going to handle that specific item. So other than that, any other changes or suggestions for the agenda? Well, good. So can I have a mover and seconder to approve the agenda? Because I was going to say Councillor Leach. So Member Leach moves and Jeannie seconds. All in favor? And that's carried. Next is the adoption of the minutes. Everybody had a chance to review the minutes from November 27th was our last meeting. Any errors or omissions? That's good. Can I have a mover and seconder? Wendy moves. Sarah seconds. All in favor? And that's carried. Next is disclosure of pecuniary interests or the general nature thereof. Nothing to declare. Seeing none, we'll move to delegations. We have none today. So we can move on to reports and briefings. Our report this month is again from the Director of Financial Services for the financial update. Jennifer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Through you, Madam Chair, to the committee. The fundraising update is provided up to December 31st today, just to give you a high-level overview for the year end. Total funds raised after expenses is $323,261 and $328,811, which is up from the formerly reported $323,261. That's an increase of $5,550 over the last report. At this time, $1,100 in online donations were received for a total of $6,442 coming in this month, offset by $892 in expenses, which related to your chocolate campaign. And a review of pledges conducted at the end of the year indicated that we still had, from the 45,000 last reported, 20,000 of unreceived pledges to date. And those would have been moved into the 2024 year so that we can have more time to allow donors to fulfill their pledges. That doesn't change the total value of the campaign amount that's expected. However, in year, it changes the amount that we received or expected to receive from 34% down to 27%. So overall total doesn't change, just changes the in-year total. And I provided further information to the committee chair so that she can follow up in closed session. 72% of the overall campaign total has been reached to date. And I thought it'd just be good to close it off for year end so you know where you were. I don't have the total amount of the chocolate sales, but I can certainly provide that at the next meeting if you would require that. So.
Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, I think it's wise to, even though looking at the list of the pledges, I'm not concerned about the pledges materializing, but, and we can easily follow up, but I think for the administration and full transparency and accountability, it's probably wise to show when it actually comes in. So thank you for pointing that out and looking into that.
Yeah.
Any other comments or questions? Nice to see some movement, and often before Christmas, it's nice to see that, or the pre-Christmas or Christmas campaign, I guess. Sounds like there was some movement. So that's nice to see. Any other questions or comments? Great. So if there's nothing else, we'll move with the resolution. Do you want to read the
Sure.
formal resolution? Thank you, Jenna.
Be it resolved that the report titled Fundraising Financial Update dated January 14th, 2024 from the Director of Financial Services Treasurer be received and filed.
Need a mover and seconder, please? Jim moves, Jamie seconds. All in favor? And that's carried. And I apologize, I forgot to introduce formally our guest and the guest appearance today by our new CAO, Blaine Parkin. Thank you for joining us today, and you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Howdy.
It's nice to be here.
And welcome to this beautiful adventure. And we'll be happy to fill you in. We're getting very, very close to the finish line. So happy to have you on board for this campaign and for the county in general.
Thank you. It's very nice to be here.
Okay, next on the agenda is business arising. So action items from previous meeting, the main item, a couple items today. So the Kinsman Gala is coming up quickly.
We have tickets. Can you see them there? We have tickets, so they are $100 each. It's for a dinner, dance, live and silent auction. And a portion of the proceeds you'll receive a receipt from. The date is February 17th. Cocktails are at 5:30, dinner is at 6:30. We hope to see you all there. And we're looking for sponsorship and donations. So if anybody would like to sponsor or donate, or have friends that would like to sponsor or donate. Is there anything else you need for that? Yes.
Are there formal posters that we could give to some of our supporting organizations? Because one of the businesses that I've put chocolates in I've told them about it, but having a poster, they get a lot of traffic through, and have been one of the biggest sellers of the chocolates and have a clientele that would be interested.
Perfect. The Kinsmen are working on that at the moment. And as soon as I have them, I'll send you an email. Chances of me getting it to you are difficult, but if you want to stop by and get it, I'm
Okay.
Tuesday to Saturday,
Okay.
till 8 o'clock at night on Tuesday and Thursday. So if everybody got that, if you need to pick up tickets or posters, I'm at the salon from Tuesday to Saturday, and Tuesday and Thursday I'm there from 9 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. So, and my staff will be willing to give the posters as well. So thank you.
Great. And we can organize it. We've done in the
Yeah,
past, even
sometimes
through
we
the
have
library,
yeah.
the county,
Yeah,
county
we
mail or
have
staff,
really.
and going through different corners of the county. I think we can make sure that posters are distributed. Do you know if there's also like maybe something smaller than a poster, like a card or a leaf behind that?
Not at the moment.
You know, if
We
there's
could
time.
Ask
Yeah.
about that, yeah. Yeah, there is a request letter. I don't have
I can circulate that. I think.
do you have
Yeah,
it? Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna
So-
say, I only have the one that's addressed to someone specific. I don't have
Okay.
an open one.
Okay, so we'll circulate certainly a JPEG like or PDF version of the poster. And there's also an image that's circulating on
Oh, you
social
put it in the
media.
poster as well.
So, yeah, I think, and I think Paul was going to send that, was going to get that through Elmer Express, so we can circulate that electronically, so you can promote as well, and I'll share it with staff, so we should put it on the county social media and on the Terrace Lodge Facebook page.
And if you go to my Facebook page, Jamie Lynn Chapman, you can share it from there as well, and you can share it from the Kinsman site. And it's also on the Elmer Community News, I think it's called, Elmer
Oh, okay,
Community News. It's on there. It's on the Chambers. So there's quite a few places, but you can just go to mine, either First Impressions Hair Design or Jamie Lynn Chapman, and share it from there. The more that it's shared, the better, the more it gets out there. So
Yeah.
like it, share it, tell your friends, do the same.
Yeah, so for that, as we discussed before, the more action there is around it,
The word gets
sharing of
great, yeah.
comments, and you know, Wendy, you've been doing a good job of
Yes. when you
adding
get out.
comments to different posts from the Facebook page. So yes, that will work really well. And like I said, at the end of the meeting, we can go into more details of, you know, roles and assigning, you know, different tasks. But I think for now, we certainly want everybody on the committee to feel informed, but also anyone watching this meeting, if you are interested in contributing, sponsoring, attending for sure. And it could be and, so it's not or. You could sponsor and donate an auction item and attend with all your neighbors and friends and work colleagues. So yes, I think it's shaping up really well, and we're very, very grateful to the Kinsmen for, you know, putting this together, being fully behind this and doing this very quickly. So it should be a fantastic event. Jennifer.
Is there anything that you from finance on this regard?
We may need to follow up with you, just some of the logistics around receipts of
Yeah.
who should be, so the Kinsmen have kindly agreed to, basically, they're the organizers. So we're trying to make sure that as much oversight and management of the event is through them, and that keeps it simple. And but we will be discussing in terms of issuing receipts, for example, charitable receipts for the portion of the ticket that counts as a donation. Should that be through the county, through the Kinsmen? What would be easier?
We
So-
can figure it out.
Yeah, so thank you. We'll knock on your door.
All right.
To figure out the logistics for sure.
Thank you.
So thank you. Any other questions for now? Good. Great, and thank you, Jamie, for taking the lead and coming up with the idea, and already from idea to action. And we're in the midst of it now, so it should be a great event. The other follow-up from our last meeting was the silent auction that was organized by the resident council at Terrace Lodge. So I just got a little update today, and the proceeds, that was a drum roll. Almost $900.
Wow.
So very exciting. So well done to the committee for, I think there were quite a few donations for items to be auctioned. So that worked out really well, obviously, and super well organized. And it's just nice to have the residents council involved in this way. And yeah, I think they said only a couple items were left to be picked up, and you know, with the weather and sickness after the holidays and stuff, but otherwise it went really well. So I think the big success. So many thanks to them, and again, many thanks to the committee members. And that's the update on that. Any further questions or discussions on business arising? Looks like we're okay for now. As far as fundraising strategies, as you know, right now, the main focus is on the gala, so that, you know, we can concentrate on that and make sure it is a huge success. And then after, I think we'll be ready to revisit some of the other strategies that we have on our list, and some of the ones we were considering perhaps for the spring, like a plant sale. And so there are other strategies to pursue, but for now, we'll stay focused. Keeping in mind that I think the chocolate sales is still happening by the sounds of it. So any updates, quick updates on that, either Wendy?
we're plodding along. The stores in Vienna, the stores in, yes, Vienna and Stratfordville are still really supportive. I think that Sarah has a very supportive area over there as well, and Jamie is a huge support. And so it's coming slowly. I do have to offer an apology. I had sort of an epiphany when I was talking to Sarah that I've been doing this very informally. I started it informally just to see how it went. And then I realized after I have never legitimately sat down and put together a report on how much we sold, how much is out there, because oftentimes I don't know where we're at in terms of the stores until I go in. So instead of being diligent about doing that, I apologize for not doing that. I just take my little pot fills into Jenna or Stephanie and they sweetly take it from me. So I'm not sure of an exact number out there, but I'd say we have so there's 200 and about 300 left to sell in our boxes downstairs. And I believe that I fill up the boxes in Stratfordville probably every 2 weeks, which I'm due now. So and they're willing to keep going till we get them all sold. So I'm hoping we can reach about the 3,000 or 3,500 mark, but we'll keep going anyway.
That's great. Anything else to add?
I still have money at home, so I will get that to you somehow.
Yes.
So,
Sure.
Sarah, I can pick up the posters from Jamie and drop them to you.
okay.
There you go. Oh, no.
Our courier.
Your little courier, Wendy. Wonderful. Any other comments or questions? Looks like that, it's nice to see. That just, again, keeps the campaign out there and keeps funds coming in. So we're good with that. Correspondence, I don't think there are any. And so we could move into the closed meeting. Can I have the resolution for that?
Be it resolved that we do now proceed into closed meeting session in accordance with the Municipal Act to discuss the following matters under Municipal Act Section 239(2). For closed meeting, item number 1, donor outreach update, Section 239(2)B.
Mover and seconder, please. Jamie moves and Emerald seconds. All in favor? And that's carried. Good. Okay, we've now finished our closed session portion of the meeting. We have the resolution, Jenna?
Be it resolved that we do now rise and report and that the confidential donor outreach update be received for information.
We have a mover and seconder, please. Sarah moves, Jamie seconds, all in favor? And that's carried. And the last item on the agenda is the date of our next meeting. Should we look at? Is the Tuesday after the gala? No,
Or should
I
we
won't be
leave
around.
the gala?
That's a bit too soon, but I won't be around anyway. But how about the 26th? 26th of February, would that work with everybody? Should allow for enough recovery time from the gala and then ready to move into the next, hopefully the sprint to the finish in terms of the campaign. Everybody okay with February 26th? Okay, I see lots of nods, so we'll say probably at the county office, the actual room. We can decide that on the day, whatever room's available, we're flexible. And, but it will be 4:30 on the 26th. Perfect. So we're ready for adjournment? Everybody ready for adjournment? So can I have a mover and seconder? And should I have the resolution first?
Sure. Be it resolved that we do now adjourn at 5:22 p.m. to meet again on February 26, 2024 at 4:30 p.m.
May I have a mover and seconder? Jamie moves and Jim second, all in favor? And that's carried. Great, thank you, everyone. And we'll see you at the gala.